Hello everybody, Flik here, and welcome to the 17th Let's Chat. This is my weekly vlog posted every Monday at midday if you're in the UK. I'm not entirely sure when it gets posted in other time zones because I don't know those things. And once again I appealed on Twitter for questions or topics to discuss and got no replies, so you're with me for the next 15 minutes or 10 minutes or however long this goes, and we're talking about what I want to talk about. I guess we'll start with something that's going to mimic what I chatted about a few videos ago. It was definitely in February because I remember doing in February a little short movie clip of me giving Maya a Valentine's teddy that I found which was cheaper than your standard priced dog toy. Well, the supermarkets have been full of Mother's Day stuff, and if you look at the video now, you will see me giving Maya a Mother's Day teddy bear that was once again a lot cheaper than any dog toy you could get in the same store. So that's her new toy. In case you don't know, I don't know if I've ever gone into detail about this, but my dog Maya, she hates proper dog toys, she hates hard toys, she hates squeaky toys, she's scared of them in fact, but she loves cuddly toys, so that's what we get her. And that one it looks really nice because it's meant for a Mother's Day gift, so of course it's very nice. So yeah, that's what she always does when she gets given a new toy. She kind of runs around very excited, wanting to show everybody and nobody what she's got, and doesn't want to give it up, but then she'll bring it later. And I always, when I'm giving it to her, I'll hold it in front of her. That's not me teasing her with it. I can keep the video muted so that I can talk over it. But I hold it in front of her and I say what I'm going to call it before I give her it. I repeat the name quite a few times over. So now if I ask for the toy, she'll bring it. And dogs can memorize around about 500 words. I think it's been proven. So I've got a fair few more words I can use up for toys. For the record, that one is called Mother Bear because it's a Mother's Day bear. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a parody of the love bear that I got for her at Valentine's Day. And you can probably hear her barking in the background. That's just bloody typical, isn't it? I'm not even recording this at a time of day that she usually barks. Yes, okay, there's Maya's cameo for the video. Every damn time, I swear. So we can ignore that now. It was a short video, it's probably long since done. But, you know, people keep on asking about my dog, so you have seen her. And now I want to move on to what I wanted to talk about mainly. I guess I could talk about in general what I've been doing. I suppose you've already seen that I have now started doing footage of... I always forget the full name of this game. Let me look at the box. J-Stars Victory VS. That's Jump Stars as in from Shonen Jump. So if you're a fan of the anime game type content that I do, I hope you're checking out the videos. It's got a massive cast from various Shonen Jump mangas. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm certainly enjoying it a lot more than I did Battle of Z. I've been playing the story mode of it off camera. I'm not doing a full playthrough because it's basically 50% dialogue and it's all in Japanese and it's not all voice acted, so there's not even a point to have it in from there. Plus it's easier than the VS mode actually. It goes easy on you while it teaches you to play and whatnot. But yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying myself. It does remind me a lot of Jump Ultimate Stars from the DS, which you can still pick up if you have a DS because DSs are region free, but if you have a 3DS, do not, because it's not region free because Nintendo are morons. So yeah, that's going to be daily content as long as I can keep it up. I can do like short 10-minute videos of that and still have my daily upload of 20 to 40 minutes, like say Monster Hunter, Dark Souls, or whatever else, Hearthstone on Fridays. Although, saying that, it means that I'm basically constantly uploading other than when I need my connection, like for example tonight when we do the weekly Steam group. I'm going to make sure I actually can join in this time. Yeah, but it means I haven't been able to play Titanfall because my connection is constantly in use uploading. It also means I have to plan out when I'm doing Dark Souls 2 recording, because if I plan, well, it's not even if I plan to bring in other players to help me. Even if I don't want to do that, I still have to make sure I'm not uploading when I record, because if I get invaded, I want it to be a fair fight. And if it's laggy, well, I experienced a laggy invasion once during the review period prior to the game being released. I don't want to do that again. That wasn't fun. Me wailing away at the enemy and not getting one registered hit and then suddenly getting backstabbed as they warp through the wall. No, that's no fun. So that's... it's a problem. Let's put it that way. So I'm not 100% sure how long I'm going to be able to do a J-Stars Victory VS video per day along with my usual, because I need the connection freed up to carry on recording my other ongoing series, as well as I want to play Titanfall. I haven't played a lot of it yet, so I do want to get back into it. And I guess that's one of the downfalls of an always-on, only online game. I mean, the story mode, the campaign mode in Titanfall is so half-arsed that even if it was just bots only in an offline mode, that would do. You know, that would be... then at least you could say, yeah, there's a crappy campaign mode, it's offline, it's only against bots, you won't get a full experience. I don't care. I just want something I can play offline, because right now I can't physically play the game because I'm always uploading. And if I'm not always uploading, I'm recording something that I require my connection for. So, yeah, I haven't played a lot of Titanfall since last week. Is the point I'm trying to make here, because of the new strains on my connection. And unfortunately, it does look like I won't be getting a connection upgrade in my rural area until 2017, which is shitty. It's so annoying, because 20 minutes away from here, there is decent connections. There's like 30 meg down and 15 meg up or whatever, and I'm stuck on, well, my download connection is actually good. I don't mind having like a 13 or 15 meg down. I don't need to download big files very often, so I don't really care. It's the fact that I'm on half a meg up. That's the thing that screws me over. That's the thing that slows my uploads. It's the thing that stops me being able to live stream. And it drives me mad, because I think I've explained this once before, but Twitch is definitely a growing market for content creators like myself. YouTube is still relevant, and I think the two are intertwined whether they like it or not. I think they actually don't like each other too much. In some ways, because I mean, you can directly upload to YouTube from Twitch, so it's not like they're stopping one another as a service. But there is definitely a thing to be said about Twitch as a content producing platform. It's not, I mean, it is crowded, it's very crowded, but it's not as crowded as YouTube in the gaming space, although Twitch, keep in mind, is 100% gaming, whereas YouTube likes to think it's everything else, but gaming is steadily becoming one of its main contributing types of content, especially thanks to most of the most subscribed people on YouTube being gaming related. But still, I got off on a wild tangent there. I was just trying to briefly cover what games I was playing, and I got distracted into whinging about Twitch and not being able to live stream and things like that. Although I do wish I could, because I think I'd have a lot of fun with it. And then the Steam group nights would be live stream nights, and they'd be so much more interactive, and I could record them and make VODs, and maybe include other people I know who also live stream, like CR and whatnot. But or Skid if we were doing Monster Hunter, for example. But it's not practical, doesn't happen in my era, can't afford to move, so I'm stuck for doing things the old-fashioned way for, it looks like, at least 3 more years. And that really, really sucks. But still, if you are one of the people who have had enough patience to stick with, say, my Dark Souls 2 series, which I can't upload lots of every day, and sometimes I have to skip a day because I'm doing another series, thank you very much. That's great, because I do have some people saying, can you post this more? And I replied saying, well, I'd love to, but I can't really. And they seemed okay with it, so I'm really glad that there are people like that, because the constant fear on YouTube is people's attention spans are so damn small that if you miss a day, then they're gone, you've lost them. And I like to think that I hopefully attract a different type of person than that. But sometimes you can't. Like, I think, for example, the J-Star victory videos are doing okay. Hit-wise, they're actually doing better than the Dark Souls 2 videos, but I think the people who are watching the Dark Souls 2 playthrough are the kind of people who will stick around. Not necessarily for other games, but they'll wait patiently for more Dark Souls or more Dark Souls type games. Whereas the people who will be watching J-Stars will just be like, well, that's an anime game I've heard a lot about, I probably will never buy it because it's going to be Japan only. Oh, this guy's uploaded some gameplay of it, I'll watch that. But they probably won't subscribe, and if they do, they'll probably never watch anything else I do. That's my impression of how things work, and experience back in 2010 with what inflated my subscriber count to the point it's at, thanks to covering anime games. The anime crowd is fickle, even more fickle than the general YouTube audience, and I don't mean that in a disparaging way, I'm not trying to insult you, I'm just meaning they don't care about other gaming stuff if they're after anime game content, which is partly why I have so many subscribers and yet proportionally less views per video. In case you're ever curious, that is the reason why. My channel exploded in 2010 thanks to coverage of Ninja Storm 2 and Raging Blast 2. Yeah, so let's move on. I had one more thing to cover really, and we're already at 10 minutes, so I guess that's okay lengthwise. I was debating on, well, you may have seen on Twitter, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me. I'm at GamerIanD. Yeah, I was debating kind of like, I was looking into Infamous Second Son. I was watching some gameplay of it, and I was very impressed by what I saw, and I did enjoy both the other Infamous games. Kinda liked one, you know, it was kind of like a launch era PS3 title, so it's not amazing, but they gave it away for free during that whole fiasco with PSN. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah. So basically everyone who's had a PS3 has probably played the first Infamous. It wasn't amazing, but it was a nice take on a superhero story. And then Infamous 2 I thought was a vast improvement. I really liked it, and they actually made a bit of an effort with the story in it, so I actually cared about what was happening to the characters. I don't even know if Second Son is connected in the same world, or maybe it just takes the same concepts. I guess I'll find out, because after a lot of debating, I have decided, as I did kind of plan a long time ago, that March would be the month where I buy my first next-gen console. And if you just said, well, hang on a minute, doesn't he have a Wii U? I would say, open your eyes, the Wii U is not a next-gen console. Yeah, I'm getting a PS4. I ordered it a bit too late on Thursday to get it on the Friday when Second Son was released, but I have bought the PS4 Second Son combo because it was much cheaper than buying a PS4 by itself. Plus, it's a game I want to play, and I'm going to get it on Monday. So actually, by the time you hear this, the post will probably have been, so I'll be setting it up as you listen to this. And also, the kind of things that swayed me, right? This is my thought process. I was thinking, yeah, I kind of want a PS4, but I don't have a lot of spending money, and I don't really want to... I mean, that's a big purchase right now, and I don't know how much playability I'm going to get out of it, even if Second Son is a good game. And then I kind of looked at, well, I've not played my 360 this year. I haven't played it since about October, maybe, last year. Why the hell do I still have it? Every review copy I'm getting given from mainstream publishers, I always ask for a PS3 version, so Battle of Z, Dark Souls 2, etc. I got on PS3. So why the hell do I still need my 360? I'd cancelled my subscription ages ago when they did all the shit with Xbox One, so I don't need it. So I'm going to sell on my 360, my Elite 250GB, to cover... It's not going to cover much of the cost of a PS4, it's going to cover like a third at most, or maybe a quarter or somewhere in between. But that covers a bit of the cost, and it also means I can get rid of some of my old 360 games, although I'm going to hold on to some that I cherish, because if I desperately wanted to play them again, I could get in contact with family members who have 360s and borrow theirs. So that's my thinking there. So that covers some of the cost. The other thing that swayed me was that Sony have announced that the next PSN update for PS4 is going to give you the option to turn off HDCP. And if you don't know what that is, the PS3 has this as well. HDCP is high definition copy protection, and it's what Sony did to stop people trying to copy Blu-rays into high definition format on their PC to upload to torrent. Unfortunately, it also blocks games, so it meant that for Apaches and things, and the Elgato that I have now, if you do PS3 capture, they do little kind of shenanigans to do it kind of component rather, and they still can't do direct HDMI because of the HDCP protection thingy. So the PS4 is the same, and unlike the PS3, it has no component outlet, meaning that Elgato and Hapage 2s, they couldn't capture directly from a PS4 unless you did some additional purchasing of hardware to split the... I don't even understand it. There's videos on YouTube on how to do it, but that is now irrelevant because Sony are updating it so that you can turn HDCP off, and they're doing this so that they can facilitate their recording of gameplay and sharing functionality of the PS4 directly to Twitch. Or no, wait, no, it's not Twitch for them because Xbox One is Twitch. Whoever it was that Sony have teamed with for the PS4 streaming component, it's to make that easier, and as a byproduct that means it's a much easier for content creators to capture footage from PS4 without needing extra hardware and shenanigans. They just need their capture card, they just need their Elgato, they just need their Hapage 2, they need their whatever. And that is fantastic news because it means I will be able to do coverage of PS4 games. Now, does that mean I'm instantly going to start another playthrough of Second Son or something like that? No, it does not, because I've got too many ongoing series that I'm enjoying currently. I'm still enjoying playing Monster Hunter, I am really enjoying Dark Souls 2. I'm going to be playing the PC version of Dark Souls 2, although I don't know if I'll be doing any coverage of that. There's 2 playthroughs I want to do in Dark Souls 2 as a side. I want to do a full melee strength build where I'm just wielding the biggest bastard sword I can find, and I want the earth to crack open when I swing it, because I've never really done that. I always kind of focus either middling between strength and dex or full dex. And the other build I want to do is one I've heard lots of people talking about. I might actually try on the PS3 version first before I move over to the PC version next month. It's a double cestus build. That's the fist weapon, the punching weapons. Apparently if you get them to +10 and you dual wield them and you build high speed with your dex, I guess, I don't know. Either way, apparently it's incredibly funny. You're basically just doing 100 fists, and it's very funny. Maybe not practical for everything, but still very funny, and I want to see it because I've heard a lot of people talking about it. I was reading a post just before recording this where people were saying it's the new Zweihander. So yeah, I got sidetracked again, didn't I? Anyway, point is, yes, PS4 on Monday. By the time you hear this, I may already have it, or I may be getting it a bit later. And I'm looking forward to it, and I am going to be able to capture footage from it either when I get it or once the next, the system update rolls out. I'll probably do a Let's Look At of Second Son. I'm not sure if I'll do a review format yet or not. It depends when I feel like recording it. Basically, if it's after I finish the game, I'll do a review let's look at. If not, I'll just do my usual, I've played the game for so many hours or whatever, and these are my first impressions. We'll see. So that is going to conclude this Let's Chat. As always, come back every Monday at lunchtime, in the UK, if that's where you are based, to hear me ramble on for 15 minutes about nothing, or, post pictures of my dog doing silly things like I did at the start. And, stay tuned later tonight for, I think tonight is a Let's Look At of a game that's just released on Steam the day this airs. So stay tuned for that. It's Age of Wonders 3 from memory. I'm going to go now before I ramble any further. Got more recording to do. I did have one more topic to talk about that I totally forgot, and I'm going to keep it for next time, so please try and remind me. I wanted to talk about the time required to put into making content for YouTube, and a little discussion I had with another YouTuber who was realising that you can't have a full-time job and also hope to be a full-time YouTuber. It was a very interesting discussion, and I totally want to talk about it, but I've gone on too long now, so please remind me next week when I appeal on Twitter for things to talk about. Ta-ta for now, everybody. Thanks for listening.